Sets. What are sets? We'll understand now. Now, sets means a collection of well-defined objects. What are objects? Objects can be anything. Objects can be anything. Tables, stools, chalk piece, boards, and even living or non-living things also objects comes. For example, animals, man. So all these things, living or non-living things, the objects, the collection of well-defined objects is a set. So here the very important is well-defined. Well-defined collection of objects. Well-defined collection of objects. These objects are living things or non-living things. Okay, so living or non-living things, living or non-living. Okay, non-living things. So these are the objects. So a well-defined collection of objects is a set. Now for example, now we'll see well-defined later. Now see what are the objects. We'll see. First example is given: Euclid, Pythagoras, Gas, Leibniz, Aryabhatta and Bhaskara. This is the first example is given in the textbook. Okay, so now let's come back to that later. Okay, what is the how this becomes a set. Okay, next A, E, I, O, U. Then happy, sad, angry, anxious, joyful, confused. So cricket, football, coco, kabaddi, etc. So these are the examples given below. Okay, now here why we are calling this as a well-defined in this case. The first is a collection of well-defined objects, because see all these are the names of the scientists, names of the mathematicians, scientists. So this is the collection of mathematics scientists. So A, E, I, O, U, second one. So it is a collection of vowels of the alphabets, English alphabets, A, E, I, O, U. So well defined. Next, happy, angry, all these things, joyful, these are all the emotions. Okay, emotions. Next one is cricket, football, all these are the sports. Then 1, 3, 5, 7, these are our odd numbers. Okay, so here the well defined is mathematicians, vowels, emotions. Okay, then sports, then odd numbers. So like we can anything we can take. So is a set is a collection of well defined objects. Okay, now we'll see again, we'll come back to learn what is a well defined. We'll see. So a well defined means all the objects in the set should have a common feature. They should have a common feature, and you should be able to decide, we should be able to decide if I take another object from outside the some object if I pick, and I should be able to tell that that belongs to the set or not a set. Suppose if I call this is a set, this is a set. Okay, these are the objects in this. Okay, this is set, these are the objects. Now if I take some other object, say some object here, this is another object. Now these objects belongs to this or not. I should be able to clearly decide whether this object belongs to this. If this belongs, I should write this in this. If it is does not belongs, I should not write. Okay, that should be the well defined, and we should be able to well defined means we should be able to decide whether the object belongs to in this or not. I'll show you with some example, right? Say for example, I have taken a set of even integers. Okay, suppose even numbers. I have taken even. What are the even numbers? You know, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, so on, so on. So a set can be of finite or infinite set. Finite means we can able to count all the numbers in that set. Infinite means you cannot able to count. That means unending. There are so many objects having the same common property, same feature. No, this is an unending, means it's infinite set. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Now if I take some object, say for example 3, does 3 belongs to here or not? Yes, it does not belongs. Why? Because 3 is odd number. This is odd number. Okay, here these are all the even numbers. These I have taken what? Even numbers. I have taken even numbers. 3 is an odd number. Okay, so if I take 1 is also an odd number. Okay, that 1, 5, it does not belongs. 4 is there. Suppose if I say 12, yes, 12 belongs. 12 belongs here. I can write 12. If I take 20, yes, 20 belongs because 20 is even number. If I take 21, it does not belongs. 21 does not because it's odd number. So that should be, I should able to tell that whether a number, an object belongs to this or not. Therefore, this is a well defined. This is called well defined collection. Okay, this is a well defined collection of these numbers. Therefore, this is a set. Okay, I'll show you another example. We'll take. Suppose if I take here the set, this is a collection of chairs in your classroom. Okay, chairs in your classroom. Okay, here some table is there. This is a table. Is this belongs to this one? No, because table does not belong. Therefore, this is a well defined collection of object. If I take some in your class there is a fan is there. Okay, is this fan belongs to here? No, it does not belongs because this is specifically chairs. Only chairs are there. Therefore, fan does not. Is that there is a window in your classroom? Window. Is that window belongs to in this? No, it does not belongs. Why? Because only chairs. So like is a well defined collection of objects. In that case, they are called sets. Okay. Now we'll take another example. For example, this is set of tall boys in your class. Tall boys. Does this belongs to a set or not? For example, there are A, B, C, D. 4 students are there. Okay. Now this, suppose C is tall. If I say C is tall, C is tall. If I write here C, then compared to D, C is tall, but C may not be tall compared to B. Okay, and B is may not be compared to A. So in this case, all these A, B, C are the taller than this D. So who is tall? There is no specific this thing. So if I say C is not taller, but C is taller than D, isn't it? Is it not? So therefore, so who are the exact taller? We cannot say. Okay, in among, suppose in a class there will be 4 feet are there, 4 feet, 4 feet, 4 feet, 4.5 feet, 5 feet, like this students are there. So tall means compared to a 3 feet, this 4 is a taller. Compared to this 4.4, this 4.5 is taller. 5 is taller. So tall boys means this will come tall, but this is also comes tall because compared to this. So there is, we cannot say whether this belongs to this or not. So therefore this is not a set. But we can define this in another way. Suppose if I say this is a set of tall boys whose height is greater than 5 feet, right? Greater than 5 feet. Now you have taken A, B, C, D, E, F, G. These are some students. Suppose E is 5.2 inches, C is 5.3 and G is only 4 and he is 5B. Okay, now who will come here? Greater than 5 is only who will be coming in this set? Only E and C, because they are greater than 5. So therefore this set contains E and what? C. Only 2 people are there. But there are 5 also very taller. Suppose if I say this 4 is 4.5, 4.5 also taller than this 4 and 5 also is there. But 5 and 4.5 does not come in this because we are saying that the set is defined with tall boys greater than 5 feet. Okay. If the same thing, if I say greater than or equal to 5 feet, if I say, then this B also will come. Whose height is B? We can write B also because is greater than equal to 5. Only greater than, if I say, only EC will come. So therefore, if I able to, if you take one object, I should able to say that whether this belongs to or not. Suppose G and suppose there is one more boy is there, F in this boy. Now does F belongs to in this set or not? Just simple. If F is 5 or greater than 5, he belongs. 6 or 7, anything, 5 more than 5, he belongs to F. If more, less than 5, does not belongs. Say 5 is this F also is say 5.7. 5.7, this S, this F is 5.7. Suppose this F is the student whose height is 5.7, he belongs, F will come. Suppose if F also we can write. If the same thing, F is not greater than 5, his height is less than 5, he will not belongs. So if height is 5 and above, he will belongs. So like this in the class, if you make a specified definition that it's greater than 5, we can take greater than or equal to 5. That's what a set defined, right? Similarly, there are some sets will write, they are not well defined. Suppose for example, the set of all good boys in your classroom, it's not a set. Again, a set of all bad boys, this also we cannot say, because who is bad, it's not, we cannot compare, we cannot say. Good also, which is a good, who is good, we cannot say. So everybody will be a good compared to others. Okay, so there should be some criteria so that we can define that these people are good, these people are bad. Okay, like this we should be able to define whether the object or the person belongs to set or not clearly and specifically, right? There are some more examples also is given here, you can just check here in your textbook. That way we can identify. This is the about set, well defined, should be able to tell. Okay, similarly you can take, suppose the set all the numbers less than 10, all the positive integers less than 10, positive integers, the set is positive numbers less than 10. What will come? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, that's all, 10. These are. So any number that is greater than 10 and above, 10, 11, 12, all this will not come here. Okay, so like this. Similarly, if I take this -1, -2, okay, -3 and 0, all this I can say they will not come, because -1 is a negative integer, this is a negative integer, this is 0 is neither positive nor negative, 0 is neither positive nor negative, therefore we cannot, we say that 0 does not belongs to. Therefore any number less than 10, that means 1 to 9 all will be a set. Like that we can able to say. To a fraction, 3/2 number, 3/2, okay, 4/2, sorry, 5/2, all these are the fractions, 8/3, all these numbers do not belongs, because it is a positive numbers less than 10, positive numbers, positive integers we can say, positive integers, not positive integers, number less than 10 will be only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, hope you understood. We'll stop here.